Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Soulja Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Staff Sergeant McPherson, and on this show we discuss military topics with current and prior service members. Okay, you guys, so today it's gonna be part 4 of the CSDP inspection. It's gonna be part 4 of the CSDP inspection, you guys. Make sure you stay tuned to this video. Okay, you guys. So, like I was saying, this is part 4 of the CSDP inspection. Uh, First of all, welcome to Podtober Day. This is Podtober Day 28. You guys, you almost at the end. We almost there. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes, you can hit me up at this email right here down below, you guys. So we're gonna get into it. So this is part 4 of the CSDP inspection. I'm gonna be talking about property accountability today, you guys, and we're just gonna go ahead and go through the checklist. So on the property accountability section, you guys want to make sure you have a current MTO. So whatever your latest current MTO, whatever your latest MTO is, you want to just have that printed out and filed somewhere. You know, you want to make sure you keeping up with your MTOs and making sure you know the changes of them every time they change. So, and you want to have your CTAs, you know, table of allowances, common table of allowances. You want to make sure you have all your CTAs, you guys. Depending on what checklist you have, you want to make sure you print all those off. You can just go to armypubs.com and print off all your CTAs. And also just know what they are too. So the next one, it says are on hand items and or on order meeting the current authorizations. So that's where you just look at your lines, look at your MTO, or look at your property book and just balance it with the MTO. And anything you don't have, of course, you want to see if it's on disposition or anything like that. Yeah, see if it's on disposition, see if you'll be getting it anytime soon. So the next one says when on-hand property book items are excess and disposition instructions have not been provided, it's turning action initiated within 10 days after the effective date of the authorization change. So, like I said, you guys, when you look at your MTO and you look at your property book and you notice any excess, you're going to go ahead and start initiating those turn-in actions, you guys. Next question is when property is found on installation or discovered in the unit and are not accountable in the property turned in and are not accountable is the property turned in immediately. So this is when you got just stuff laying around the unit that's not on the property book. Sometimes things need to be added to the property book in order for you to turn it in, like combo equipment, different things like that, CBurn equipment, stuff like that. You want to make sure you add it to the property book first before you request disposition. But anything else like old and stuff like trash, anything like that, you can probably just dispose of that stuff through the just take it to the dump, or you might just turn it in the DLA, you guys, if you can find an NSN for it. So next one says are unserviceable items identified, separated, classified, and tagged to confirm the disposition. So inside your supply room, anything that's unserviceable, you want to make sure you tagging those items to confirm the disposition. So confirm the disposition as to what type of conditions it's in, things like that, whether you're gonna lateral transferred or turn it in. Uh So it says, is it expendable, non-expendable document registered for supply actions or GCSS Army generated prostat activated activity register being properly prepared and maintained. So this is where you just keeping track of all your expendable and non-expendable uh orders and just basically your Z prostat, you guys just keeping giving having an update and having that uh being staying updated with your open orders. And it says the next one says, is the unit ensuring commanders and supervisors validate all their open supply requests. So this is when you do the recon with the SSA, you guys. Uh Usually you can just take your Z Pro stat to the SSA, go to stock control, and just validate your open orders. You should be doing this monthly, you guys. So next is when commander or when the commander or primary hand receipt holder is replaced, is all unit property jointly inventoried before the new primary hand receipt accepts responsibility. So this is when it's a change of command. So of course, when they're doing a change of command, they're gonna do a joint inventory to sign to sign the property over to the new commander, you guys. Has the unit commander or primary hand receipt holder further delegated responsibility for all unit and section property assigned. So this is getting all the property off the commander's hand receipt. All the this is delegating all the property, you guys. So it should be nothing on the commander's hand receipt. Everything should be delegated out. Uh, does the unit use GCSS Army generated hand receipts and bill of material bombs to assign responsibility for property and its components? So this is when you use in the SCOs, component listings, manufacturer listings, bombs to assign that property, you guys. Uh, Next it says, are hand receipts and component hand receipts current and being kept current as posted changes occur or when change documents are used. So you can keep the hand receipts, you can keep the bombs current, you guys. You know, they do change, but uh I would say don't wait till it don't you don't have to change it immediately. Just whenever you have to inventory that equipment, of course you want the most up-to-date bomb to inventory that stuff. Uh so it says our hand receipts updated no more than 6 months from the oldest change document. So yes, they should be updated every month, you guys. Well, they talking about component hand receipts. Okay, so each time each time there's a change to the bum, you want to update it no later than 6 months after it changes. Uh when an end item or component hand receipt shortage is issued from the property book, is all proper documentation prepared and completed. So this is when you have a lateral transfer. When you issuing it to the gaining unit, you're gonna make sure you taking that 5988, 5990, of course the 3161, and of course the PBO has the PGI that equipment before you take it over there. So that way that gaining unit can know what's all going on with that equipment. When discrepancies exist between the BOM and published TM or SCOs or approved publications, or unit requesting clarification through a help desk ticket. So yes, you guys. So when you notice a discrepancy between a BOM and a TM or anything like that, you want to make sure you put in a help desk ticket to try to uh, get a solution for that, you guys. So when the item that has components when an item that has components is issued, are non-expendable and durable component shortages being placed on order. So that's when you issue an equipment that has components. If it has shortages, of course, you're going to be putting those durable and non-expendable shortages on order, you guys. And it says it's recommended that the shortest document number of the request be placed on the same document used to file the bond. So when you place those shortages and you release those shortages and you get the order number, make sure you placing the order number on top of the bond, you guys. So you'll know when that order comes in, you'll know what order is for. Next one, it says, does commander review DA PAM 25-30 to ensure that the most current supply catalogs, component lists, TMs, bombs, and other related publications are used during the inventory? So make sure you guys check out DA PAM 25-30 to just ensure the most like current catalogs and stuff like that. It says, are sensitive and cyclic inventories conducted as directed by the PBO? So yeah, so they should, when they send them out every month, you guys, they're gonna let you know uh what to do, what serial numbers and stuff like that to look at. And also make sure you guys are comparing your sensitive items uh and cyclic every month, you guys. So you should have a cyclic inventory memorandum where it tells you what lens gonna be inventory each month. So when they push that stuff out, you don't have to, well, you can be kind of ahead when it comes to the cyclic. You kind of be ahead on the sensitive too, because you should know exactly what you're getting for sensitive items. But just make sure when they send them out, you comparing it each month and making sure that nothing is missing on there or anything like that. Say it has the PBO designated by memorandum the items to be inventoried. So yes, they send that stuff out, you guys. Uh are inventory results recorded on a memorandum signed by the responsible officer? Of course, that's when the commander signs all the sensitive items and cyclic and send it back to the PBO, you guys. Are copies of all supporting documents, change of command, cyclic, sensitive items, and scopes filed in the unit supply room. So you want to make sure you keeping each month. You want to make sure you keeping your property books, your monthly reports in the supply room. Also, your change of command packets, and also yeah. Next, it says, are units managing their basic load of class 2 durable and expendable, 3 class 7, class 8 supplies? So this is a basic load where it's talking about our units recording required loads on the DA form 2063 R, and the commander keeping the load is the approving authority for the load. So yes, you might have a class 2 load, class 3, class 7 load, class 8. You're gonna make sure you record those loads on the 2063 R and make sure the commander is verifying it and they have to sign off on it to basically validate the load or whatever. Says after 30 days, is property issued on a temporary hand receipt returned or a permanent hand receipt repaired? So you guys after 30 days, of course, sub hand receipt holders have to sign the hand receipt. But if they say if someone goes on leave or anything for more than 30 days, they have to do a changeover. If they're gonna be gone for more than 30 days, you guys. Uh yeah, it's best that they do a changeover because sometimes if somebody gone for more than 30 days, they come back and they don't know where they stuff at. No, I seen it happen a lot. Uh and sometimes we do a memorandum stating that nothing has changed on the hand receipt and stuff like that. So the next one says it's a commander documenting the review of durable property using a memorandum for a record. So yeah, so that's the durable review memorandum where they just reviewing all the durable shortages. Uh yes, you guys. So reviewing the durable property. Um and you should retain that MFR for 2 years, you guys. It say you should retain that MFR for 2 years. So that's the property accountability section, you guys. If I'm missing anything, if I left anything out, let me know. If y'all got anything y'all want to add, just comment down below. And this has been another episode of Soulja Talk the Podcast. And I'll see you guys in formation.